So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And so a wonderful view of this most hallowed turf. A truly special feeling, no matter who is playing at Wembley. Wembley Stadium, connected by EE.
And this is now today's lineup.
Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Morgan Gibbs-White, Peter. He's someone who'll have an impactful presence. Always the standout player, or thereabouts. You know, dynamic, creative, never shirks away from the physical stuff in the game. He's difficult to find faults in. I think his attitude and application is something that any upcoming talent should be looking out for.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Passes short and sharp, strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
It's a goal kick. Caicedo. Akanji. Robertson. Caicedo. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That is good alertness. Anderson. Aimed beyond the defence. Kane. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Over to the right flank. Messi has the space to scheme. Kane is flagged offside. Morato, still goalless. Alexander-Arnold, and it's Bellingham.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bellingham! Sensational from Bellingham! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The first significant strike. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Alexander-Arnold played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Caicedo. That's a good ball out wide. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that is out of play. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Caicedo, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's forced to go back. Hutchinson. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And this is Kane.
Kane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Sangare. Anderson. Now it's Wood. Gibbs-White. Caicedo. Here's Oyarzabal. And it's Bellingham. It's a really well-measured ball. Can he get on the end of this? That's going across goal. Keeper has taken decisive action. Robertson opts to play it. Can he finish? And a neat finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
He's had a shot! Goal! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Out towards the flank. Sangare. Wood. Throw it. Robertson. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yeah, that looks a decent ball. And he's in on goal. Played in. That has been knocked clear. And the referee has blown for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
quick reminder today, please.
Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. So the action resumes. Gibbs-White. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Hutchinson. Morato. Gibbs-White. Anderson. Threads one in. Morato. No, that's been intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, played right into his path. Great ball, and it's Kane! Oh, that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Kane certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Anderson. Gibbs-White. Now Anderson. He's gone forward. Now it's Wood. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Williams. Sangare. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
The attendance for this match was 96,026.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Bellingham. And here's Kane. Now it's Oyarzabal. That is great defending, so alert. Gibbs-White. Now it's Wood. And Sangare. And he's had it nicked away. Camavinga. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, good spread. That's good play. This looks promising. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Williams. Anderson. He has found the way through. Cross needs to be good. Gets his head on it! Gibbs-White. Sangare. Spread it left. Gibbs-White. And Sangare. Spread to the right.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he can clear it away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, outsmarting him this time. Now it's Wood. Caicedo. This is a promising build-up. Played out to the left flank. Morato. Anderson. Williams. Now it's Wood. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Alexander-Arnold. Williams. Camavinga. And it's Caicedo. He's looking wide. It's a sweeping cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Anderson. I think we're just about done here. Now that's well seen too. Camavinga. Spread out to the left. That is a great pick out.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be 1
Gibbs-White.
minute added time.
There's a sharp little ball here. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Bellingham picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And this is now today's lineup.
And from the team sheet, we derive that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this shape, Peter. Managers that set up this way are willing to back their players to execute what is an aggressive attacking intent. Goals are very much in mind, while You hope to keep outscoring the opposition, knowing you're probably bound to let a few in, but essentially this is real front foot football and can be very exciting.
Well, we're on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he
Impressive jump! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Brown, Fry, Brown, and he's had it nicked away. Caicedo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oyarzabal, Bellingham, Brown. That's good running with the ball. Over to the right flank. Messi. Tries to... And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Spread to the right. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Can he latch on to this? And that'll be a goal kick. No goals as yet. Now it's Kane. Oh, good spread. Middlesbrough are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Wriggles his way through. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Kane. Bellingham is onto this. Camavinga. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Oyarzabal. That's very neat. Backward it goes. Produces a cross. And that has been knocked clear. Could move up a gear here. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
15 minutes till half-time. He's on it, can he get away? Space for him to turn and look.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that is not finding anyone. Caicedo. Akanji. Bellingham. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Messi. No outsmarting him this time. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. It's a really well-measured ball. He's in plenty of space here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Cleared away. That is good strength. Terrific effort! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now that looks a decent ball, and he's picked it up out wide. And it's made its way to him, crossed into the box. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And for the first half, that is that. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So, let's get the ball rolling. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Oh, that's a key interception. Van Dijk. Threads one in. Might be chance! Now, it's fallen kindly here. He's got a goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Middlesbrough have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Kane, who's looking wide. That is a brilliant interception. That's put paid to the danger. He is through here. Chance to deliver, and he's cut it out.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Bellingham currently being consciously targeted.
Well, he's a source of potential trouble, so tight marking just has to be done.
Oh, nice touch. The ball goes in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
The attendance for this match was 51,832.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. He's a sharp little ball here. And a shot! And that's a good finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Goal! After 62
A
minutes,
momentary lapse mercilessly
number 20.
exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
We're looking at a different game now.
There's been a genuine flow to this game so far, but that might mark a major shift in momentum now.
Camavinga. Bellingham. Played out towards the right wing. Brown. Nicely spread. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bellingham. Now it's Kane. He shifted it to the flank. Oyarzabal providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, such a clever touch. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ayling can get it clear. Oh, important interception. And that should get the job done. Alexander-Arnold turns back here, probably the best option. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Kane. It's Kane! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Substitution on the field.
Middlesbrough
Number 8.
choosing to make the
Number
first
3.
change. So, time for a potential
Coming on
game
the
changer.
field,
Yeah, I think it's
number
time for some
9,
brave decision-making.
Number 17.
Brown and Ayling. Fry. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Robertson. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Played out to the left flank. Aims beyond the defence. Akanji gets it clear. Looking for the run.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Bellingham. Messi in acres of space out wide. And this goes for a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Middlesbrough have opted to make another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Time added on 4 minutes. And this is Kane. Little pass back, distributed tidily. Not the most accurate pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Muscular approach does pay off here. And that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Kane picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Sangare.